So as a client, you're watching this video to see how it works and what are the prices on pre-purchase and investigators.com. Well, it's free to use the directory. You type in the location of the item you're looking to purchase and you see what nearby expert profiles show up. It's important to remember you're typing in the location of the item because that's where the inspectors are going to be, not where you are. You may not be anywhere near the item. So the experts tend to have an average travel range of 50 miles or so, and there might be an extra charge if they travel farther. So you have to talk to them about that. But you'll read the bios of the nearby experts and contact them for any details or price questions that you might have. Then you decide on the expert you like. You give them the seller's contact information and the date needed for the inspection to occur, stressing that time is of the essence here, and everyone should know that involved. But the expert will set the appointment with the seller, go perform the assessment, and report back to you within 24 hours with photos and all the points that they visually viewed and tested, as well as the result of the test drive or the test ride. So you've paid the expert and that you chose from the directory, and you decide at that point if you still want to go forward with your purchase. That's it. But now you're going forward with this expensive purchase, knowing at least one set of knowledgeable eyes either agrees with you or has just saved you from getting ripped off. So prices. Okay. Prices for each category: horse, house, car and truck, boat, motorcycle, aircraft, RV, heavy equipment. The prices will vary somewhat depending on the state, the travel distance, your instructions for the list of things that you want inspected, since you can choose. Now remember, now this is unique. You can choose a full inspection or a specialized inspection. But the prices will generally range like this. For regular cars and pickup trucks, motorcycles, it'll be about $120, give or take. It can go up to $220 or so, depending on if it's a high performance or a classic car, for a full report. A specialized report, if you just want one specific thing or two specific things like that, could cost you less. It costs more for the high performance and classic cars because there's more work involved with them than newer cars. For RVs, boats, and houses, those prices are, this is just ballpark now, it's going to range between $400 and $800 for a full report. Specialized reports are generally less. For heavy equipment and small aircraft, they could range anywhere from $150 to $300. These are for full reports that are non-FAA certified engine reports. These are not, those FAA certified reports and inspection reports, they'll come with an aircraft because they're required annually. What we're talking about is making sure that the avionics are good, or that the, if it's a heavy equipment, that the hydraulics are good. It's a different standard. But you'll clarify that with the expert that you're talking to. And for horses, the prices will range around $100 to $250 for a full report. Probably not less for a specialized report, because even though it's a different activity, it's about the same amount of time. Because if you're looking like, does that horse jump well or run barrels in a certain time, it could take the inspection the same amount of time it would just check out a horse. It may not cost much less. Just again, you'll talk about that with the expert when you deal with them. This is just ballpark. But most of our directory expert inspectors will give you the option of the full or the specialized inspection. The full inspection is more extensive, and because it covers the bumper to bumper, if you will, and it's the experts will have a list of what they check, and they'll tell you, well, there's what we're going to check. And remember, the inspections are non-invasive because no seller is going to let you disassemble their item. Even getting it on a lift will be a challenge, but inspectors will come out with a jack, seat covers, the proper analyzers to check the electronics or the computers in the vehicles, whether it's a diesel or heavy duty truck or a car with an OBD2. But they're coming out with their years of tuned eyes and ears, and they're going to use all their senses to see problems that might cost you a lot of money in repairs. The specialized inspection generally costs less because it will only entail an overview look and maybe one or a few specific items, depending on what you negotiate with the inspector and tell them what you want. For example, the car looks good in the ad, pictures, and videos, but you need to know for sure that it doesn't knock when you start it up cold, or when it runs hot, it stalls. Or there's so many things that it can do that you can't see in the video or pictures. Maybe you want to confirm that there aren't signs it's been in a flood or an undisclosed accident with bad repair work. Or for a house, does the drainage in that yard cause problems in heavy rains? That's not always on a home inspection report for a mortgage. home inspectors that do reports for mortgages, they're on here too, and this is a great source for them because they're awesome at what they do. But they're not allowed to do and move certain things. They can't move boxes blocking walls and doors. And well, there might be something hidden back there by an unscrupulous seller. But if you have an expert inspector who's a contractor who's doing it not for a mortgage company home inspection, they're just going out to look at the house. Well, they can move a lot of things without damaging anything, as long as the seller agrees, but they can see more specialized things that aren't always covered in a home inspection. Now, this is a great place for home inspectors too. So if you need a home inspection for a mortgage, they're on here. And if a seller doesn't agree to letting an expert look at something or move a box to see that wall, if it's got a crack or water damage, again, what does that tell you? So our entire goal here, again, I'll repeat it, is to help you not get ripped off when making these big purchases. There's no guarantees here because there's too many variables as to what can break or become sick tomorrow. But the expert inspectors here will do their absolute best to give you their opinion based on their years of experience. So get that extra set of eyes and ears to go help you get some peace of mind on your next big purchase. Best wishes to you.